What the hell just happened?
Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey can be overwhelming for first-time viewers, and that's partially by design. When I first watched it, I had to dive into a ton of breakdowns just to process everything it throws at you. So, if you're looking for a clear, straightforward explanation of this sci-fi space journey, you've come to the right place. Before we start, remember, 2001 isn't trying to explain history. It's designed to make you meditate on everything. We open on a vast desert landscape, populated by primitive, ape-like creatures. One group is driven away from their watering hole by a rival faction, but the next morning, they awaken to find a strange black pillar, a monolith, standing in the ground. Who placed it there? Where did it come from? And what does it do? Kubrick never gives us clear answers, but at the very least, the monolith seems to inspire intelligence. Soon after encountering it, one of the apes figures out how to use a bone as a weapon, allowing him to reclaim their watering hole, marking the first great leap forward for human evolution. Millions and millions of years later, we fast forward to late 1999 or early 2000. Dr. Haywood Floyd is traveling to a lunar base, stopping first at a space station. While there, Russian scientists question him about strange secrecy surrounding the American lunar mission. But Floyd isn't giving up any info. He plays it cool. Once he reaches the moon, we learn what all the secrecy was about. Buried beneath the surface is another monolith. When Floyd and his team touch it, a piercing sound erupts, and suddenly, we cut to 18 months later. Now we're aboard the spaceship Discovery 1, heading to Jupiter. Here we meet Dr. David Bowman, Dr. Frank Poole, 3 other scientists in cryosleep, and HAL 9000, the most advanced AI ever created. HAL is supposedly flawless. Then HAL informs the crew of a malfunction with the ship's communication antenna. But when Bowman and Poole check it, they find nothing wrong. HAL insists that he cannot be wrong. So the problem must be a human error. This sets off alarm bells. Bowman and Poole suspect HAL may be malfunctioning and decide to shut him down. But HAL, who happens to be programmed with conflicting objectives, sees this as a threat. His prime directive is to ensure the mission's success, but he's also ordered not to reveal the truth behind the mission to the crew, and simultaneously ordered to listen to the human crew and take orders from them. When the goals clash, HAL chooses the mission over the humans. What follows is one of the most suspenseful sequences in cinema. HAL kills Dr. Poole by sabotaging his spacewalk. While Bowman rushes to save him, HAL locks him out of the ship. HAL then terminates the 3 scientists in cryosleep, but Bowman manages to manually re-enter the ship and shuts HAL down. Piece by piece, HAL pleads with him, but it's too late. With HAL deactivated, the ship finally reaches Jupiter. A message from the first doctor, Dr. Haywood Floyd, plays on a monitor. The monolith on the moon was transmitting a signal here, and this is why the mission exists. And just a quick intermission. If you're enjoying this video and this content, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe for me. It really helps the channel go a long way in the future. Outside the ship, Bowman encounters a massive monolith floating in space. As he approaches, he's suddenly pulled in. What follows is one of the most iconic and surreal sequences in film history. A psychedelic light show transporting Bowman through space and time. He finds himself in an elegant, unfamiliar room, where he sees progressively older versions of himself. Each time he sees himself, he becomes that older version, until at the end, he's lying in the bed, frail and near death. Then a monolith appears before him. In his final transformation, Bowman becomes a fetus-like being, floating in space, gazing down at Earth. And that's how it ends. Kubrick never gives us a concrete explanation. Instead, he forces us to feel something and to question why we feel the way we feel. We naturally want answers, but 2001 isn't about answers. It's about the mystery of existence, progress, and what lies beyond our understanding. But did you find 2001: A Space Odyssey a haunting masterpiece, or did it completely fly over your head? Let me know in the comments.